Angie Martinez in Real Life Podcast.
We're shooting our episode right now with the amazing Luenell, who is here, which I'm so excited about today.
I'm stoked.
Are you?
Yes.
So I'm going to tell the room, I got a video from DJ Envy when Luenell was on The Breakfast Club.
Hey, Angie, this is your girl, Luenell, the original bad girl of comedy. I'm here with these fools at The Breakfast Club, and I'm sorry I can't see you. I'll be here tomorrow, but I'm going to miss you again. I just want to tell you that I'm really enjoying your podcast. I think your Lauren London interview was the interview I had been waiting for. And if you ever want to do a deep dive into who I am and check me out and have me on, I'd be glad to come on. I think you're a boss, and I've been loving you a long time. Keep up the good work.
I was so flattered.
I watched more than Lauren's, but I just thought that the interview she did with you was the best one for me and people like me. Did a great job. I thought she felt very relaxed with you, very vulnerable with you. And, you know, as a person in that community, in the 60s area, and as a person who used to go to the marathon shop, I bought the vape. You know, we've had our CDs in the same record store, and I missed him. But I was able to get the great big giant Nipsey poster with his autograph, which is in my living room. I asked him, could I have it? But I never got to get with him. But we mourned so bad after that happened. So bad. Like, literally, it felt like the birds weren't even chirping the same. That we as a regular people, I felt we needed something to hold on to, and that was Lauren. And when she came to your podcast, and we could feel how she felt, and we were feeling, you know, we couldn't feel how she felt, but we felt certain type of ways too. And, you know, community, you want to have a community when you're going through something like that. So I thought you did a really good job in bringing that out on her, and she was really great.
That's
really
so nice.
Great. But before that, you know, anybody who's been around for the entire 50 years of hip-hop knows you, because you've been in the culture from the gate. And, you know, from being in rap and from having radio shows, like I've seen you all my life. And you're still beautiful, a boss, you're still relevant. And that's why I didn't think you knew me. I said, she don't know me.
Why would you think that? You've been at this, how many years have you been at this?
Yeah, but you know, the East Coast don't always be hip to people from the West Coast, and the West Coast don't definitely not hip to everybody in the East Coast.
That's true.
And I'm a West Coast chick, period. And I go to New York, but I'm not of New York, even though I like men from New York. Where the cameras? I love men from New York.
Wait, where are you originally? Because you weren't born here.
I was born in Arkansas.
Arkansas, and then
raised in Oakland, California, in the Bay Area.
Bay Area girl.
You know, it's nothing.
And you got the residency there, so you're spending all that. So the crazy thing is so you were coming and I was looking at a bunch of your interviews and watching and realizing, like, we have a lot of similar situations within this business, right? I saw that you wanted to do a night. You wanted to
late
do
night. I want to be the
night.
next black one of late night television.
I always thought I was going to be the
late night.
No, daytime.
Oh.
I was going to be daytime.
What?
You was going to be late night.
I never want daytime.
I never
I'm not
want
that
late
fucking
night.
perky.
I'm too scared of late night.
You're scared of late night?
Yeah,
I'm scared of daytime.
Really?
I'm totally gonna get canceled immediately. The housewives and shit. You know.
I feel like you have to be able to do stand up to do late night because people expect a full comedic presentation of the day's events.
They just expect. They do.
Yeah, where in the day you don't have to do that.
Carson started that. Like, see, I would not come out on my show with a monologue, and I'm not doing it like that. I want my show to be more like, you know, there used to be a show called Playboy After Dark, Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
And it had a bunch of bitches and some liquor and piano and had
good times.
Like singers and poets and comedians.
The fireplace.
Yeah, and everybody just be juicing around, and he would come up and talk to them, and just easy peasy like a party. Sort of like my comedy shows are. So
that's what your late night show would be.
Yeah, I would have wanted to be like that,
well,
but...
what is the struggles for... Because I feel we have the same... Has anybody disheartened your vision of that?
No, fuck them.
Really?
The Lord has finally revealed to me. I've been bucking against the Lord all my life. But the Lord has finally revealed to me
that
in my golden years, which unfortunately I'm in them, fortunately, But the Lord has revealed to me that I'm going to get everything I want. So I don't have any worries anymore.
What does that mean when you say you bucking him?
Well, going to church high and shit like that.
Oh
Start
my
there.
God.
I don't like doing it, but I did it. And just doing shit and regretting it on Sunday and saying you're going to change your life and fucking it up again by Tuesday and, going through that cycle for, 100 years.
I feel you've had many lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about some of those today.
That's fine.
Some of the best and the ups and the downs.
No
but,
problem.
So you still want that. You still believe it. Even in the world where the systems are set up the way they're set up, you still...
Okay, here's the deal. I really want to be on, like, Channel 4.
Yeah.
I want to be, like, where the white boys are.
Me too.
But George Lopez and Arsenio, who both had late night shows, said, bitch, you crazy, and I'm never going to let you on network TV with that mouth and that attitude. They said maybe Revolt or, maybe, HBO, where you have to subscribe to see me and stuff like that.
You still want, like, prime time? You want, like, a cable? No.
I know that I want that, but I think being more realistic is what they said. And for me to be more comfortable and authentic and be able to be myself, I think that the people who've been following me, if they saw me get milquetoast for network, I would lose them. They want me to stay authentic to who I am.
So you have given up that idea of doing that?
I haven't given it up, but I don't think it suits me like I think it should.
My whole life I wanted to do daytime TV. I thought that was going to be my next thing. And then they told me they're going to ruin you. You're going to have to bend and compromise so much that
They just didn't come out and say, no, because you're Puerto Rican, and they're not going to let you on daytime TV. That's what they really should have just came out and said. Instead of bullshit.
Do you think that's what it was? Do you think that's what it is? I don't know if it was because of how I talk.
You believe them? Like, you can't believe any of this smoke these motherfuckers are blowing up your ass. You have to know what it is. You're a street-ass bitch, Angie. You know what it is. If you're not going to let me, fuck all the politically correct and all that shit. Don't look me in the eye and tell me, well, we feel that the demographic and the numbers, say because you're fat and you're black and you're old and we don't want you. Say that. I respect that. That's more honest. Because that had their foot on minorities' necks all this time, and a minority female, they wish we'd all go away. Just go away, bitch.
I guess what I'm asking.
My bitterness showing? I don't know.
No, it's your experience. No, but I had to pivot what I wanted and what did I want out of that. So I'm not gonna be. I don't fit the little daytime pleasantries of daytime. So I figure out, okay, I'll just do
waffle makers and shit during the Christmas.
I like a waffle. I could sell waffle makers. I really don't know even what the problem is. It's
no,
weird.
I want to do daytime at all.
I know you want to do nighttime.
With the
I
boys.
think in a better world, in the perfect world, I would be on NBC doing daytime TV, and then at night, you would be doing the nighttime shift.
That is a perfect world.
Right?
Yes. You heard that, Lord.
By the way, hell will freeze over the following month. But...
Well, hell has already frozen over, hasn't it? With Donald Trump for president.
You know what? I should never guess. I should never doubt anything.
Shit, the cow done jumped over the moon and all that shit.
All that shit happens.
This shit is bananas.
So who are you and how did you become this? I don't know. Start me as a kid. Like, what kind of kid were you?
First of all, Angie Martinez.
Yes.
You're not going to make me cry up in this bitch today. No, because I'm saving it for the book, bitch. But anyway, but I will tell you what I can tell you.
Okay.
Is I didn't start out like this. No aggressive woman really wants to be that way. We're that way because we've had to be that way all our life. We wish somebody would come on a fucking white horse and soften us the fuck up and take care of us and, take out the trash and do all that type of stuff. We wish that they would come along, but if they don't, in the meantime, it got to get done. Plus, being from Oakland, California, like you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't no walk in the fucking park either.
No. No.
we are edgy. Mm-hmm. And that's a survival thing, I think.
Yeah, but what were you surviving? What is the thing? What makes you that way? Because there's plenty of people from Oakland or people from Brooklyn that are soft and
not really.
Yes, there are. Everybody handles life.
Not from Oakland.
Everybody handles life
Maybe
different.
about 10. I know about 10 soft bitches. The rest of them bitches is hardcore. Beautiful and just...
tough.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't go into everything because there's so much fucked up shit. Like I've survived murder all through my life. My niece is over there. She knows. She's been through it. My father was murdered. My sister was murdered.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so, there's things behind every comedian's,
They say that.
there's a bunch of shit back here.
Is that really true?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you're a great comedian, you can be a good comedian and you could have had a lovely life and you just do material. But to be great, I feel, you had to have went through some shit.
Mm-hmm. And so do you not, and I don't want to I'll push you as much as you want to go. I'm not trying to push you past your comfort.
No, I know.
But like what?
But we'll be here for 3 hours. This would turn into a whole psych session. Fucking around with me with all my shit. Anyway.
That's not a small thing though, to be a kid and have to deal with that. Is that the root of like, I don't know, just who you are and how much you fought all these years and trauma?
It played a big part for me. Like my brothers and sisters are over it because it didn't affect them like it affected me.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
Oh, you're the youngest. Oh,
I have 7 brothers and sisters. They're all older than me, and we weren't raised together. Because when my father got killed, I got adopted out of the family. That's a whole nother shit, and ended up in Oakland. They stayed in Arkansas. So, we're family. Of course, we're blood and we love each other, but we're vastly different. And they was never around to like defend me or protect me or stick up for me or,
Oh, so
none
you
of
were
that.
on your own.
Motherfucking right.
So they snatched you from all your brothers and sisters. You got child trauma, and then and they drop you in Oakland. Are you careful about, like, do you ever share those stories?
I talk about more than my family wants me to talk about. And I still don't talk about it all.
Have you had to work on yourself? Like, have you had to work on that? Or you just leave it there and comedy through it?
I need work, need a little work.
You plan on doing that anytime soon, ever?
I went to see a therapist for my abandonment issues.
How'd that go?
And my therapist abandoned me. The motherfucker, I don't know what happened to him. He just never made no more appointments, then he was gone. Whatever. So I'm gonna try to find, maybe at some point. I think that I won't try to go into therapy until I get like a really deep movie role. I think I should go into therapy then. Because I'm so comedic, it's hard for me to focus outside of comedy.
Yeah.
But if they wanted me to play something like, something really rich, I would do therapy at the same time because it would bring all that shit up.
Oof.
And I could emote all that into the character.
That doesn't scare you?
Yes, it's very scary.
Yeah, because you've been suppressing it for all these. That's a long time of not bringing it up. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to therapy you right now, but I'm just saying that's a lot. That's a long time.
Nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day.
What do you mean?
Nobody cares.
About what?
About your story. Because everybody's got a story. Like, bitch, you try to tell somebody what happened to you. Bitch, your daddy got killed. My brother shot my daddy, then killed himself. Goddamn, everybody trying to outdo somebody with your... I'm not into that game. I'm not, everybody's got their own shit. And then you know what? I'm whiny.
I hope that's not true. It is true to a certain extent.
I mean, there are people who know everything about me.
No, I'm sure.
There are. And those are my friends. I don't talk to them. And sometimes I don't talk to them either.
I operate on a different system. I think that the shit that fucks us up in life, that if we can somehow survive it and we somehow use it to thrive, that sharing that information, maybe they don't care about the details of how it affects you so much personally, but I do think sharing that information is helpful.
I agree with that, and that's what a one-woman show is for.
Yeah.
I'd circle everything back to on the stage because I came out in theater before I ever even did stand-up. And I want to do Broadway. I want to do a one-woman show. I want to share my whole story. I want to name names. Everybody will shudder when I get ready to do my fucking thing. But when I do it, I want to do it balls out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play. If I'm going to share it, I'm gonna do it in a space where it's gonna be out there. You can reference it. You can go back to it, so I don't have to keep telling this shit over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I get that. Do you think really people don't care about anything? Is that really? Do you really walk around like that and feel like that?
Yeah,
because I don't. Because
I don't care. A lot of people think I care, and I don't. No, I care about some shit. I can't care about every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I can't.
I don't believe you.
I've done so much. I've done a lot for people that nobody even knows, Everybody says that, but I have, little, things.
You know why I don't believe you? Just from the short period I know you? Well, because first of all, you walked in and you gave me so much love and told me so much great stuff. And then proceeded to tell me how you were affected by Nipsey's death and how everything you said was just caring. It was cared about Nip, cared about Lauren, cared about the fact that maybe
I care about them. I don't care about some of my friends and their fucking problems. That's what I'm talking about. I care about them. I don't care about all this other shit. Everybody got problems. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me, because now you want me to help you solve it. That's low key. You know what I'm saying?
By me telling you my problems, that gives you responsibility. Certain responsibility.
Certain people, they're telling you because they want you to help them. I don't care, and I'm not helping. I'm done. I'm fresh out of favors. I done paid back every motherfucker I owe money to. I done good things. I done good things for people. And I'm just, I'm fresh out of favors. If I do anything, it's because I want to. Like, if I go to your house and I see you don't have no food, and you're my friend, I'm gonna take you, let's go get some food. But if I go to your house, you be like, show is hungry, Bitch, like, don't drop a lug on me. You know what I'm saying? I got eyes. I hate that shit.
You don't like being manipulated.
I'm not gonna be manipulated. I've been manipulated a million times.
That is my pet peeve in life. I don't like when people try to manipulate me, whether it's...
I don't like that. That's when I buck up.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't like my heart fucked with at all. Same. Yeah, and then I only got two reactions. I'm gonna be crushed and devastated, or I want to fuck you up some kind of way. And I'm trying not to do that shit no more.
No, and you can't do that. You got to be the best version of yourself that you could be, boo.
I just want to be my authentic, and my authentic version has gotten me some respect in this game.
Yeah.
Not just because Luenell's loud and brash, but I back up all the shit I say. If I say that I'm not afraid to fall in that motherfucker in the game on stage, I'm not. If I say that I'm gonna pick your kids up and take them to the park, I'm going to do that. But if I say I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm going to do that. Be afraid. And I've been in jail, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna go again. These are the only cuffs I'm trying to wear. But if you fucked with my heart, nigga, you gotta go, bitch, it's on. Don't fuck with my heart, you know what I'm saying?
You're such a softie.
I know. I wish the men knew that. They
He's such a softie.
They so scared of me, child.
What was that time like? How old were you when you went to jail? It was like 4 months, right?
I was like 36.
Oh, you were in your 30s. You were grown.
Yeah, but I got caught when I was grown. But I did it years before.
Just living life, illegal life.
On the run. Beyonce didn't start that shit.
What was you
I've been on the run. Sorry, B-Hawk. No shade. I've been on the run.
What is jail like for you at 36?
It was horrible. It was the
be.
worst thing. It was hell, hell. Like, to talk about that, I have so many fucked up things about jail. The moment you see the lights in your rearview mirror, it's all downhill after that, baby. I
don't know how you got arrested.
I got arrested at the house. They came and got me. I jumped the fence and went around the building, but they came around the other side and they got me. And then I got popped in the Bay Area, and I went to 3 jails in the Bay Area before I got extradited they had to come get me from LA and bring me back to Los Angeles.
Did you know right away that this is gonna suck? This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will know too.
Yeah.
You ever been to jail, Angie Martinez?
No, I can't. And I'm claustrophobic. It would be the worst experience of life.
You'd lose your mother.
My whole mind.
It's the worst. I'd rather somebody set you on fire than put you in jail. You can heal from that, but going to jail, you might not never.
Tell me what's the worst part.
The worst part for me was I had just had my kid. So my kid was like not even a year. So I missed her first Halloween, and I missed her first Thanksgiving. I got out right before her first Christmas. Having a new kid and going to jail and being separated, you don't know if the blanket's over them at night. You don't know if the feet are warm, and it drives you insane. You cry every day.
Oh.
Yeah.
People know who you weren't famous yet, right?
Oh, yes, I was. They would say, what's up, Comic View? Yeah, Comic View. Because Comic View had been out.
Yeah.
So the blonde, so they, I wasn't like now, but it was our big shit in jail.
Change you?
Yeah. I appreciate everything. Every time I get in my bathtub, I just say, thank you, Jesus. The showers in jail is like somebody spitting on you. It's not plush streams of water. It's drizzling, ratchet bullshit. And, I'm just happy for salt and pepper, especially salt. Sorry. I'm very happy for a pillow. I'm happy for all that shit. Going to the bathroom without 10 bitches looking at you. The fuck you looking at?
I don't know
like,
where you just went.
Bitches?
You went there.
Yeah, because this shit, they call them shower sharks. These bitches be lurking around like, you got your fucking mind. Listen, I was only gonna have one fight in jail.
Did you?
And no, I didn't because my girls held me down. No, Miss Campbell, no, Miss Campbell. And this broad looked like George Jefferson, old ass bitch. And then I had a cellmate named Tiny. And Tiny was a big Samoan. She about 23 years old, had like 5 kids. She's giant, beautiful ass Hawaiian Samoan bitch. And she say every day, Miss Gamba, let's go exercise. I say, Tiny, I don't feel like exercising, okay? Don't make me pick you up, Miss Gamba. Shit like that give you little bits of joy. But the rest of the shit was bullshit, because people be hollering at you, bitches be fighting, and, you know, you have cellmates, they're not well. Yeah. Like, I had a cellie that was on heroin. This bitch convulsed, bounced out the motherfucking, the fucking bunk splat right by me, broke her fucking arm, heroin junkie ass bitch. I'm like, help me.
I'm sorry?
Help me, God. What the fuck? This is, So if you don't find some humor in that shit later,
yeah,
you will totally the stories.
Do you find humor in everything?
Everything.
Is there anything you didn't find humor in ever?
At my mother's funeral,
you found humor?
I was cracking the fuck up.
Really?
Yeah. People was rubbing my back because they thought I was crying. My mother's friend wanted to sing at the fucking funeral. I'm distraught. So I agreed to let this no-singing ass bitch sing at my mama's funeral. This bitch, 5 verses of flat, off tune. I'm in the front, the casket is right there. I'm like, my mama is gonna rise about this motherfucking slap the shit out this bitch. And I'm letting she singing, and it's hilarious. So yeah, I'm humor at my mama's funeral.
Wow.
You know?
So never a time in your life where humor is off limits. No.
Saved my life. I have to think that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll kill somebody. And it's just, I either am raging the fuck out, or I'm gonna find something funny about this shit. And I don't have to find it, it's just there. We see it,
So it really has saved you. You saved your life.
Absolutely.
I wonder what your future therapist is going to say about that.
They running from me right now. They're like, not me, motherfucker, you can have her. But I ain't got time to be fucking with Luenell and that shit.
So wait, so if humor and comedy is in everything, even the sad moments, what about like in romance? Is it there too? Like, is there nothing sacred of like if a man was like looking you dead in your eye and trying to be real serious and romantic? Is there humor in that too for you?
Absolutely.
You can't take it. You can't take it.
No.
You can't take it.
I could be romantic and shit, but that don't mean you don't. That's part of the romance. Yeah. Laughter need to be included in the romance. Mm-hmm. If I meet a motherfucker, I don't give a fuck how good you look. If you don't have a sense of humor, we're done. That's it. And you got to get my sense of humor, or you're going to be all in your feelings and shit.
That's really funny. So humor, all the time. Does it bother you if you can't find something funny?
No, because I always can.
You always can, really?
Yes, it's a gift.
It is.
It's like being able to play the piano. I don't have to find it. I can,
It's just there.
Yeah.
All the time.
Sure.
Do you feel the pressure to be funny ever?
No.
No.
Because
some comedians, I feel like, and it's hard, like when I'm trying to interview somebody and it's like they can't.
They can't turn it off.
Yeah, but it's more of an act.
Team trying too hard.
It's like they're always performing.
That's because it's not their gift.
Right.
They're just doing it.
Yeah.
If it's your gift, you can control it.
Yeah.
Like the gift that Stevie Wonder has in playing the piano and knowing when to play loud and when to bring it down.
Yeah.
You can't even see the keys.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
So when did you find it? When did you know that's what it was? Take me back. Start me as a kid in Oakland.
Okay, for 80% of my life, it's pretty fabulous for a ghetto bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the yachts. I don't go to the Illuminati white party and all that shit. Did you talk? Never mind. I'll ask you later. But
you can ask me whatever you want. You're going to be the nighttime host. I'll be the daytime host.
Right. No, I've been to a Diddy party before. It was fabulous. I don't be out on these yachts and doing all that.
Yeah.
But for a chick who came from where I came from, I'm doing very well.
Good.
Right? And so I have the couple of, property things and like a video recording studio in Sherman Oaks. And then I have a studio apartment in the Crenshaw district. And then I have my house in the Crenshaw district. And then I have my house that I bought in Vegas. And I have the residency in Vegas. And I'm on the road. And I got, Netflix special coming out and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, like after Sunday, Monday when I do Vegas, and then Tuesday morning my assistant leaves and goes home because I don't need them during the week, and I'm by myself. And, well, actually, I like it a lot because if I'm by myself in Las Vegas, it's the peace that I never knew that I needed, It's very, very beautiful, very comfortable, very lavish for me, and it's a very zen, great, fun spot. I oftentimes wish there was somebody in there with me to swim in the pool or to shoot pool with or to watch a movie with my new surround sound. But then half of me says, do you really, bitch? Do you really want that? Or do you just having a moment? Because, you get so used to being by yourself that I don't want that like that. I want that like that. You know what I'm saying?
And then he comes in and is like, here.
Like that. Yeah. I don't want any of that. And I'm like that. Because I just got this place. It's really, really nice. It's funny. It's decorated like a decorator would do. And, it's nice. And I did it myself. And I don't give a fuck about just a little, maybe a little weekend thing. But, do I want to mate again? I don't know. I flirt. I put myself out there. I would love to date and all that kind of stuff. But do I really want you? Do I really? That's the question. And I would love to say yes, but I don't think that it is yes. I sleep with like 9 things in the bed with me. I got a back scratcher. I got my iPhone. I have my glasses, 2 remotes, a bottle of water, and all kind of shit. Can you get into bed with me with all my shit? Because I need all this shit. Well, I guess I would need a back scratcher if I had a man. Baby, scratch my back. Can you scratch my back? Then you might get one of them sleeping motherfuckers that aren't attentive. God. See, I need you to be attentive. I need you to know if I fell out the fucking bed. You know what I'm saying? How many people I done slept with them? I done got up and left the house. They didn't even know it's fucking gone. I don't want that.
He's so funny.
But I'm telling the truth, though.
No, I know you are. I know you, but that's your humor, right? In all of your truth.
My humor is true.
Yeah.
My humor is the truth.
But how would you even know? Have you ever been in like a long-term healthy relationship?
No.
Okay.
I've been in a long-term relationship.
We all have to learn that from somebody. We all have to like.
My girlfriend just got married at like 68, 66. Like 66. Happy as a fucking teenager. So, the Lord will when I said that He has revealed to me everything that I want. If I wanted that, I should pray about that, and then I might get that. Right now, I feel pretty defeated, and I said, damn, I guess I'm at the age where I'm just gonna have to settle for like a little rando fuck here and there, and that love is not in the cards for me no more.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I just am a slave to the people.
Does that make you sad?
A little bit. Because...
You may change your mind. Things change. You never know. You never know.
Well, girl, listen, if you go in my DMs, honey, the people who like me, I do not like them.
Who are they? I don't want to know.
They're older.
Yeah.
They're chubbier than me. That's a no. I'm already the chubby one. So that's, it's not going to work. And then they're... way down in the country, they got like 7 posts and 14 followers. It's like stalker, bot, whatever the fuck you want to know. And I like regular dudes. I like regular guys.
I can see
but
that.
But at this point, I don't no more. Because I've rode with regular guys all my life. I've rode with them. You know what I'm saying? Hard-working, regular dudes. I've never had to have a dude, never was able to obtain a dude with money. I've always wanted to be squired around. I want to go to the game and sit in the court side too. I want to fly on the jet. I want to do all that fun stuff. That has not happened. That has only happened by people I work with and my own fruition. But at this point in my life, I am no longer just down. You work at the motherfucking a dispensary or some shit like that. And
What has his perks?
that got his perks. You can get some pussy, but you can't be my man,
Got it.
I will fuck for pre-rolls.
How are you?
It's my thing.
You talking about your age though when you're talking about like where you at now? How are you with age? Like how do you process age and aging and being not?
Well, I
mean,
do like Cher.
do you
Cher
mean?
hates it.
Does she?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Did she say that?
Yes.
That's probably why she got that young. She had that young.
She fucking
boy.
hates it.
She had
I
the
was
young
down
boy.
with Cher having that little young black dick. I was like, go on, Cher, goddammit. And I'm not, really all that liberal. But I just want women of a certain age to still be appreciated, still be desired, still be sought after so that you can play coquettish as well. Every woman still has that in her no matter what the fuck age she is, And by the way, us women, we don't get impudent.
So we
That's
got a longer.
That's y'all problem.
We got a
We
longer
be
run.
ready to go. Yeah, ready to go.
I always ask people on this podcast. Usually I start the interview with that, but we were talking about nipping the pod and all that. But I ask people, how happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10 right now today?
I'm an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
How? What about usually?
Usually about an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Have you ever been a 10?
Yeah.
What gets you to a 10?
Well, when I can spend time with my dumbass daughter over here, that gets me to a 10.
Oh.
And she's stupid. And then when I can be left alone to block out the white noise, and just be into, like some jazzes, and relax and stuff like that. That gets me to a 10. Standing in front of huge audiences like I have with Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle, that's a big 10. And then just, having maybe a date, that's a 10 too.
That's pretty great. Yeah. What brings you low? What are the things that might trigger a low number?
When I can't spend any time with my dumbass daughter, that bums me the fuck out. When I feel like I'm not being heard, that pisses me off. When I feel like nobody has got my back and I know I'm right, that
takes you
brings
down.
me down.
Yeah.
And when I see people like not appreciating their mother, like if I see people and their mom need to go to the store, they won't take, when you see that shit just, I'm like, you just don't even know. One day, you're gonna so regret that. Like, it's nothing. Even if the bitch get on your nerve, take her to the fucking store for crying out loud, you know what I mean? Like, people who don't treat their mother right, they're psychos. You should, ladies who's listening, you should never date a motherfucking man who don't have a good relationship with his mom or the women around him, and no aunties, no sisters, or no nothing like that. Because they don't know how to treat you, and they are secret, low-down woman haters inside. Because mommy did something to them and they never got over it. If a man is not kind to his mom and there's women's around him and stuff like that, you better run the opposite way. Cause Ike Turner right down your ass.
Oh my God. You go so far with it. You take everything so far to the extreme.
And then boom.
then boom. And then boom.
And then boom.
How has being a mother changed you?
It saved my life for sure because I was in them streets. Okay. And I have a daughter. It's something I thought I never could do. I never thought I could be a mother, physically, or that I could do
Why?
it. Well, because I had been out in them streets and I hadn't got pregnant for years. So I thought I was in the clear. But when my mother passed, I got pregnant the next month.
Wow. Oh, she never got to meet her grandmother.
No. And so, it gives you purpose and you think about something other than yourself. I mean, I still think about myself, but I still think about, her, and you put them first. You learn how to do stuff like that, and it was great. And it gave me more drive. I want to prove something to her. I want to be somebody to her. I want to have her be able to hold her head up about the shit I fucking do, and she can do that. Her mom ain't no motherfucking hack. There's some respect on my name. And if they say that's Luenell's daughter, she don't have no problems in these streets because fuck with her, and then here I come. Don't nobody want that. No mother. You don't want to fuck with no, you better leave. Listen, I've seen some Instagram moms lately going ham. And Angie, I know you're going to ham for yours,
100%. I got 2 boys, 17 and 20. But it's also your Achilles heel. Like your kids is what really could kill you, take you down.
My daughter, I've died 1,000 deaths.
Yes.
Angie, my daughter owes me $1.5 million.
I understand.
Easily,
for sure.
She had no student loan. We're talking about her that paid all that shit.
Yeah, me too. I know.
Five on that one. She paid that fucking student loan.
We
they
did
don't
good.
Know.
We
they
did
don't fucking
good.
Know.
We did good.
Well, I can't wait till they have kids.
No, it's horrible. It's the deepest love, but then it's also the most frustrating. I remember when my kid was born, and when they're first a baby, and you just looking at them like praying they don't stop breathing.
Yeah,
you just staring at them in the crib. You're looking. I'm looking at his chest go like this, and I remember for the first month I couldn't sleep. I was always like, "Is he breathing?" I put my hand over his mouth, and I was like, "Okay, when does this part end?"
I know. I'm glad to even hear you say that because I did the same thing. I didn't even let her sleep in the bassinet. She slept right here. Period.
Also, not that safe when you fall asleep with your baby right there.
It felt good.
It did feel good. But I did the same thing.
Right here.
They told me it wasn't safe. I did the same thing.
Who's they? Fuck them. We've been putting kids in our arms sleeping like that for
You're right.
a million years. I don't believe everything everybody got.
No, but I was waiting for that moment to end. I was like, okay, well, when does the panic stop?
Sure.
And then one day I realized, oh, shit, never.
Never.
And I had a full, I don't know, that shit fucked me up. Like, I really didn't know. Nobody prepared me for that for the rest of your life.
My mama had died. I didn't even have my mama to help me. You know what I'm saying? I thought my child was bow-legged. Come to find out, her onesies were too small. Oh, my friend's mom cut the feet out of them and her legs straightened out. I'm like, oh my God, literally. I said, oh my God, my baby, something's wrong with her legs. Yeah, the fucker, they cut the feet out of her legs with blip. I'm like, oh, well.
She's fine.
She's fine, shit. I had to learn.
You say that with laughter, but
Yeah.
that could not be easy. Were you close with your mom? Were you close? I know it's complicated, clearly, right?
I was not close with my birth mother.
Oh, so
But I was close with the mother who raised me, but not as close as I am with my daughter, because the generation before me were not huggers. They were not
loving.
Not like that. It's more like you got everything you need. You good? Okay. But, sitting up, cuddled up under a blanket watching a movie, no, we never did none of that. I'm sorely deprived of stuff like that.
So when you say your mom, and you're talking about laughing at the funeral, are you talking about your biological
I'm
mom?
talking about my mother that raised me.
Your mother that raised you. Got it. And what do you say about that? I don't know what you share about that story. Is that a...
No, my mother had 7 kids.
Got it.
Okay? So then she was pregnant with me.
The
So
youngest.
then I'm the 8th. Yeah.
Yes.
So then her husband, all of our dad, got murdered by her brother when she was pregnant with me. So now her husband's gone and her brother's gone to jail, and she's pregnant with her 8th kid. So you would have thought with 7 kids to help you, even though she was living in she had to move in with her parents, and they had kids. It's just all cramped, just like in the South, in the country, in the rural. And so
And she's also grieving and probably traumatized and all those things.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was so traumatized that she actually let my father, who had passed, his sister and her husband adopt me, and that's how I came to California. Now, why you would give away your last child that you had with the man that you loved and had 7 kids, why wouldn't you cling to that baby? Special. But that's not what she did. And I came to California, and I was raised alone.
Did you ever get answers to those questions?
She wasn't a talker.
Oh, I get it. Is she still here?
No.
No resolve for you?
No, not for me. There couldn't be one for me. I know that the Lord said, we're supposed to forgive and not carry malice in your heart and all that, but I can't get past it.
I understand.
I can't do it.
How old were you?
2 months old. I've been gone since I was 2 months old.
Oh, so you didn't even really know her?
No, to this day.
Wow. So when did you come aware of that? So you grew up.
I was made to know that early.
So this is your aunt, right? That raised you?
Yeah, my aunt
Is your
and
mom.
her husband, who's not biologically linked to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Stepdaddy. So they told me, though, ever since I was young, they made me know that I had brothers and sisters, and we would go out there to Arkansas, and I would see them and spend time with them in the summer sometime. But they were in poverty, and I was being raised in California. So when I came to Arkansas with my suitcase full of matching short sets and sandals and barrettes, it was a little much looking back.
Good Lord.
So there had to be resentment. I believe there still is.
Yeah. Are your brothers and sisters still around? And relationship? Do you have a relationship with them?
My sister that got stabbed to death, yeah.
Jesus, Luenell. And so then when do you take all of that and make it, when does it become something that, I don't know, when does comedy step in? When does that happen? Like, how does that save? Because that could have been.
Yeah, there's no reason that I'm not on the pipe still right now. I have every reason, and that's not even scratching the surface of the shit that has been done to me, said about me, all my life until the money came. Because money, power, respect. Now you know how to ask nobody for the money no more. You can actually help out and do things. See, nothing means anything to anybody until you have your own financial legs, When you're not struggling no more and you can actually help out or, and stuff like that, that's the only time you get respect in the family. Other than that, you piece of shit, trash, dream chaser.
Shit. Do you remember a time when you felt that switch happen? Like all of a sudden people were like...
Yeah, when the money came.
When the money came.
But I don't hold that against them. Because how could you come from where we came from and even imagine the life that I had foreseen for myself? This shit that I dreamt is coming true. And it's fucking with everybody.
They're like,
you know
how?
What I mean?
How?
This bitch do this.
Good for you.
Hopefully I'm going to be one at the top of my game. I'm not fucking around with this shit, I have found a way to do my therapy on stage right in front of everybody. And I don't have to pay for it. Actually, I get paid for that. But I work my shit out. I don't go and rehearse my comedy. I just do it. I just think of something and I just say it. And it's usually what everybody else is thinking of and wants to say.
That makes sense to me, too. I remember one time, I think I was interviewing Birdman or something. And there was a thing going on where everybody was talking about him and things with Wayne.
Is he still with Tony?
I don't think so.
Give him my number.
That might not be.
Hey, Birdman.
But he had a very traumatic childhood too.
I know.
And so when I think about the shit that everybody was talking about at the time and the gossip and he's this and this and this, and then when I started really talking about him about his life and what he survived, it's very hard to. It gives you a thickness in your skin to survive and to
not just survive, but to overcome financially the shit, and to be able to not just do that, but live in opulence. Like he made tons of money.
Yeah.
And coming from where he comes from, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Make the money.
But I'm just saying, he went through so much trauma that I was like, no wonder you don't give a shit when I'm asking you questions about whatever the topic of the day is or whatever the thing is. It's because you've been through so much trauma that the opinions of people on the internet or things like that don't really matter, which is probably why you have tough skin, why you don't seem to give a shit about, I don't know, cancel culture or offending anybody or saying something.
I give a shit because nobody wants to be harassed and call names on the internet. I'm not so
immune to that?
No.
Yeah.
There's a delete all button though, and if you hit that for about a week and a half, all that shit will die down and go away. And because I went through it with a little situation when I hosted a reality show. I do not wish to speak of it, but I, caught a lot of hell for just stating the obvious, But then I became a hypocrite because I got an OnlyFans, so now I'm like, yeah, they're like, yeah, remember what you said? We're just a bunch of whores and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yep. Sorry.
My point exactly. You don't care.
Yeah,
you don't give a shit.
But the cancel culture, I feel like I would have to set a dog on fire for me to be canceled because I am beloved. People really dig me, and for the most part, not everybody, just because I just don't know how to be fake or any of that type of shit. There's so much fake in the world. There's not a fake bone in my body. I just think that people appreciate just a real old broad that they've been watching for years, and and that they're pulling for me at the end of the day. And that keeps me going. Plus, I really like to entertain people. Not like a clown, but like a therapist. My therapy be other people's therapy, too.
For sure.
You know?
No, I totally see that. How's Vegas? Are you doing
Delicious.
this? Yeah, I can't wait. I want to come see you in Vegas.
You should. I feel like people can watch movies, TV shows, and all that. But if you don't see me in person, I feel like you haven't really seen me. To have a residency in Vegas is a beautiful thing. To have one attached to Jimmy Kimmel is a great situation. And to be the only sister at this time to have a residency in Las Vegas is an honor.
Dope.
You know, I know our history of black people in Las Vegas. You know, I did a special about it, as a matter of fact. But I don't care because I'm there and we're changing the face of Vegas. You know, Vegas used to be a place where old people come and they retired, they got their shows and they're old fans at that. Not no more, baby. We got Bruno, we got Usher, Adele, me, you know.
No, it's a vibe. There's great
it's a
shows.
Total vibe. Too Short got a pool party. Blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me about you have OnlyFans, you have, you did the Fenty, the Savage Fenty stuff for a while. Like you're very free, it seems, with your body and sexuality and all that. Where does that come from?
It's total flukes, all lies.
It's lies? You're not?
No.
Because you seem very comfortable and confident.
I get hemmed up. I get hemmed up in these situations, and then I just can't do nothing about it. Okay, so if Rihanna says, yes, I would like for you to be a Savage X Fenty lingerie ambassador, are you going to turn down that opportunity? So now they send you a box of lingerie and got flowers on the booty. The fuck you gonna do? You gotta show. I'm like, oh my God. It's not like every time I put it on, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him in this shit. I put it on, I was like, fuck, wait, give me a pillow. Give me some flowers or something like that. Let me stand behind this chair. You know? So I
Really? You don't give that at all. You give like,
I'm not supposed to give it, but that's what it is.
I saw you on IG Live and you was changing your shirt on IG Live.
Oh, Angie.
I'm just saying, titty was all out. You didn't care. You were very comfortable. You were
I used
food
to take, I stopped because I got an OnlyFans, but I used to take baths on my IG.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? That's free as fuck.
I just like to fuck with them. That's how I got a million followers. I don't know what this bitch gonna do. I just like to fuck with her. Ooh, was that my nipple? Sorry. Then I gotta hear my daughter, friends, calling her, say, yo, your mom's is in the tub. Yo. Then I gotta get her, Mom, are you on IG Live? Are you naked? Hey, girl. It take a lot. I'm gonna give her a little shine right now.
You should.
It take a lot to be Luenell's daughter, you know? I'm not the most orthodox, you know, Donna Reed type bitch, you know what I mean? But she knows this. She knows she's gonna always be okay as long as I'm around. And after that, she will never have to set up a GoFundMe ever for nothing. She had two parents that love her and a mother that will ride for her up against any motherfucker. Somebody who supports her in her career and who tells her she's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in my life on the daily. Now that's what she knows.
So what if the titty's out every now and then?
Yeah, it's my mom. What?
Come on.
It's my mom. What? Mom, put your titty back in.
Are you proud of that? That you're a good mother?
On my titties? I'm pretty proud of my titties.
You pretty proud of your titties?
No, yeah, I'm proud to be her mother because my daughter's not a hack either. You know, she's beautiful and she's talented and she's not like a dick rider like a lot of celebrity kids are. What am I gonna do with my life? My daughter's a professional dancer. She's been around the country, been to Amsterdam and all kind of places dancing, danced on the Grammys and BET Awards, Soul Train Awards, and she was in Coming to America with me, and she's on All American, so she got a whole ass career that started in the church as a praise dancer in church. My daughter went to church. How many people even got friends that can say that about their friends' kids right now? That my kids went to church.
We're gonna do our IRL questions. I don't care.
Listen, both of us gonna have bras and shit, all kind of shit
I don't
out
care.
of this episode. Okay.
I care at the beginning, but then it's like, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do?
Well, I hope that I have something to do with that.
Yeah, Luenell fucked it up. She's trying to move it around. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
The table? Oh, it's fine.
But come move it back a little bit.
No, stop. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
No, I was talking about, I hope that the reason that you was like, yeah, I don't care anymore, and fuck it, I would hope that I had something to do with that.
Oh, that I don't care?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm always inspired by that. People who talk about Rihanna, like, I I don't always overthink other people's opinions, but when people seemingly seem to not give a fuck about things, like Rihanna seems like she doesn't give a fuck sometimes. I'm sure we all do, but you seem like you don't give a fuck sometimes.
What is Rihanna? I can't even get it out of my mind. What does Rihanna have to give a fuck about anybody saying about anything?
But don't you admire that? Like, that is a...
I admire everything about Rihanna.
That's true.
Especially that old baby daddy. Hey, ain't Sap Rocky. Good choice. I like them together. I'm so glad. I hope he never, ever, ever fucks up. The fuck? If you want to be with me, I'll be with Rihanna. I'll be like, Luenell, it's me and Auntie Ree. That's what it is.
She just has to make the call. You met her, though, right? Because she asked you to do the... Yes. How did that even happen? Is she...
Her tour bus driver used to be our tour bus driver when I was on tour with Kat. Mm-hmm. And he called me late one night, and on FaceTime. I'm laying in the bed with all my gadgets, right?
Your back scratcher.
Doing my thing.
Living your life.
You know, scrolling, shit. And he says, hey, Luenell, what's up? I'm like, oh, hey, Damien, what's going on? He said, hey, we were just cracking up over here watching you on the bus. And I could see that he was on the tour bus with a TV behind him, and I could see myself on the TV. I said, we who? He said, me and my client. I said, well, who's your client? And boom, Rihanna popped on the screen. Girl almost broke her fingernail trying to make the script, what you call that?
The screenshot.
Oh my God! So she was a fan, which blew my wig, and she's a fan of comedy. Mm-hmm. You know,
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, she's a fan of comedy.
Yeah.
She's got a great smile, great laugh. I told her that my daughter was a fan of her lingerie. I lied, I was, but I put it on my door. And so, but you know, I'm fantasizing because I said, also, I wish that you made it in larger sizes. And she said, I do. I said, you do? She said, yes. I said, well, I want to be a lingerie model. She said, let's make it happen. I said, okay. Key. We got off the phone. I'm thinking, oh, that's my one and only interaction with Rihanna. That was so fun, nice of her to patronize me in such a way. Fucking 2 days later, she hits me in the DM and asks me for my email. Boom. I sent it back to her. Honey, contracts started coming and, you know, the money. And she told us how I was going to go. And I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Now I wrote a check that my ass literally is about to have to cash. Because now I done said okay to Rihanna, and she said okay back. I'm like, shit. Okay, so they start sending the lingerie and stuff, and I'm like, oh, Lord, I got to put this on. And did. So, you know, that's how that happened. I did it for like 2 years and got to do the fashion show that was on Amazon during the
It's amazing.
Paris Hilton and Willow Smith and
Luenell.
Erica Jane and me, yeah.
And no weird, like but you're comfortable with your body. You don't, no,
really? No. I mean, I am if I'm about to, you know,
yeah,
fuck or something. I'm like, this is it.
Lights on.
Lights on, bitch. I don't care. But like, you know, there's certain bathing suits I'm not gonna wear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'm not gonna wear anything tight, you know. I'm not just one of them bitches from Instagram that's fat and don't give a fuck. I give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather create the illusion and you guess what's up under here than be like, oh, she got not 2 rows but 3. You know, I don't, by the way, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not comfortable like that.
I don't know why that is so surprising to me. With the OnlyFans and I thought you would like the freest.
Well, my pussy is different, Angie.
Oh, so you don't have any.
And I didn't do that either.
You don't have any complex.
No, I'm a victim of all this shit. We have so many pictures left from the lingerie shoot.
Right.
I said, you know what? We're going to do all these beautiful ass pictures. I said, let's start an OnlyFans and just put them all on the OnlyFans. It'd be burlesque. It'd be sexy. And then very quickly I found out that's not what the fuck they were trying to see. And then I was too nervous. I didn't do nothing, but then I fucked this boy. And then, we took some dirty pictures. My daughter's still here.
She's here.
We took some dirty pictures.
By the way, she knows already.
Oh, yeah, she knows. Yo, Luenell, your mom be wildin'. I took some pictures with this boy. People was asking for some shit. I said, oh.
But you know better than that, no?
What you mean? This is my first time. I don't take pictures with people. It ain't no picture nowhere, Luenell. It ain't no picture nowhere of mommy with a dick in her mouth. None of that.
Okay.
In my hand, you know? So I had a couple. I told her, though. I tell my motherfucking daughter everything. Okay, nobody tell her nothing in the street. Danelle will tell you. I told her, we was out to lunch. And I'm just like, oh, Danelle, by the way, there's a picture of me with a dick in my hand on OnlyFans, okay?
Is that how she told you?
She said, whose dick is it?
It's a valid question. Fair question.
And I said, you don't know him.
Okay.
And she don't.
And where's he now?
Well, he's out of my life.
Yeah.
But he signed that little waiver that said I could put his pee-pee on, which car, so he ain't got nothing come. Oh, he could be hot as fish grease when he see this motherfucking interview. I don't care. He could have still been my boyfriend, but he acted up, so bye.
Okay, in real life,
Yes.
what do you pray for most in real life?
Long, healthy life for myself and my daughter. That's my main prayer. I really want to live a long time.
Do you? Does death?
Yes.
Are you scared of death?
Yes, and I'm scared for her.
Oh, to not
She
have
has
you
told
here?
me, she has told me how scared she is. Something happened to me. I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I want to prolong her having to go through that for a long time.
Because you felt that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Death is tough. It's the worst part of this thing.
Hey, you want to blow your brains out.
And it's all the way, like, it's guaranteed.
Like you really wish you could just shake somebody and bring them back.
Yeah.
And you can't.
That's probably why you liked the Lauren episode so much. Seeing her manage to survive that type of mourning.
No, it's
tragedy.
the empathy. You know, you had a partner that was right. They were just like this. And now it's like that. That hurts me. You know, the kids. The pain she had to go through to get the tattoos that she's got. That's that pain that you have to place somewhere. You can't do nothing to the person. You can't get to them. What are you going to do? You just left. The area is entrenched with memories of those two. Over here, over there. And I was obsessed with them. Like people get obsessed with Jay-Z and Beyonce. I was obsessed with Nipsey and Lauren because you could like touch them because we were right here. My house is 3 blocks from the Marathon shop. I saw the murals go up. I was there when the flowers was on the ground. You know, my daughter and I went through it together. I had been through assassinations all my life. Kennedy, Malcolm, Medgar, Martin. I lived through all that. But this was my daughter's first iconic assassination that she had to go through, and I watched that. And then I watched what he meant to the culture. And as a grown old woman, you know, it's almost good that I have finally gotten out of the Crenshaw district on an everyday basis because it's like you can't let it go. I just can't let it go. Every day I'm driving past the Marathon shop, the Fat Burger, murals all up and down the street. He shot a video over here. He shot this video right here. He shot this part of the video right here. Every fucking day. And it's almost good for my mental health that I'm a little bit out of there now, you know, because it just hurts so bad. And for the love that Nip and Lauren had, that old L.A. gangster love, you know, the beautiful girl and the thug-ass dude and everybody, and then they win. And Grammys, they won. And then to see that ripped the fuck from her by this lunatic, and then, you know, it broadcast on television, I felt for her like she came out of my chest. And so that's when you as an interviewer gripped me. And I've been knowing you in my mind all my life. You've been in the culture, in the videos, everything, you know, spitting out there, and on radio and everything. All my life, I've known Angie Martinez. Ain't nobody had a bad word to say about you, ever.
Thank you.
And you really put thought into your questions and stuff. And that's why I was like, oh, gosh, one day I hope she interview me. And then now here we are, you know?
We are.
But
it's crazy that it affected you that way. It affected so many people, especially here, but with
It
the whole
still
culture,
does.
it's still, I could tell. And the thing is, I felt it too, because I had just had a bunch of loss in my life. Just lost both my grandparents in the same year, and my aunt died, like literally 4 to...
boom, boom, boom.
I mean, boom, 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 boom. Just mortality, like we all gonna die.
Yes,
We're all gonna
yeah,
die.
yeah.
It was literally the series, the name of the first season of my podcast was We're All Gonna
We're
Die.
all gonna die. I know.
Because...
Is that why?
It
'Cause you went through
was.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
Because I was faced with that in my own life, and then when I saw Lauren going through that, I know that other people must be feeling that, and then how do you survive that?
But she chose you, though,
yeah, she did.
to open up to like that. That's
I was grateful for
what
that.
I needed from my, wanted to see how she's dealing, how she's breathing, because she can't get away from it. And then they start the whole clothing line and everything. This whole dynasty for the kids, they're all good. They all good. They all gonna be watched over, and like Lauren's the queen of L.A. Say something about her and probably get your tires slashed or something like that.
Or worse.
Exactly. I just went there.
I know. I got it. I got it. I love that you felt that episode. I did too.
Yeah, for sure. And you just do. You. It seems like you can see the wheels turning in your head to really ask questions that you think about. You really think about it. You don't just read this shit.
I'm really just trying to get to know people and what their story is, because I feel like I feel like all of our stories can serve people.
I remember earlier I said everybody's got a story.
Yeah, everybody's got a story.
So
But you said nobody gives a shit about this story.
Not really.
I think people do. I think people do when it's packaged in a way that's used as a service. Like when I created this podcast, I wanted it to be an offering. So anyway, that's how it was born. And then I just feel like everybody's story. That's why I was on you so much about. I know you're sensitive and careful about what you share. I can see that. So I don't want to push you too much. But I do think even just the little bit that you've shared, I think that it is inspiring to see you come out on the other side the way you have.
It's inspiring to me. I feel like life had its foot on my neck for so long. And I made bad decisions and living in Oakland during a horrible crack era. Lost a lot of people. I got lost for a while. Then having a kid, not knowing what to do. And, trying to do something that only boys were doing really successfully, and then try to be myself and talk the way I talk and feel the way I feel and do it. And it just is a miracle that God has allowed me to be successful in this way.
Why do you think you survived? Like you talk about the crack era and all that shit you went through. Why do you think you survived all that?
Because God had a plan for me. It's the only answer. Because I could not have survived.
You take no credit for it?
No. It's all, I'm following the footsteps that was laid out for. If you don't buck what's laid out for you and you follow your mind and your heart, it will lead you to where you're trying to go, and that's God.
But how did he lay it out? How did you see it? Because sometimes people don't see it.
God didn't say, oh, my child, go forth and talk about dick and shit like that. And
start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't. But what I did do was I made taking care of my family the goal by any means necessary. I have to win this comedy contest because I have to get this money, because I have to pay this rent, because I have to feed my baby. I have to. I can't go in here half-stepping. I have to slay every time I put a mic in front of my mouth. And the only way I can do that is to be myself and talk about what I'm thinking about. Because I'm thinking about what 80% of everybody else is thinking about. But everybody else don't have the job to report it. I'm like a reporter. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You think I didn't talk about that submarine? What?
I believe you talked about that.
And with Mooney gone now and stuff like that, I have to pick up the gauntlet. Somebody's got to keep it a buck, I'm not here to write jokes. I'm just here to talk about what's real. And isn't this funny? Listen to this. Is this funny? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's all I know how to do. I don't know how to write a joke. God bless the writers, but I don't know how to write one. I know how to write stories and interject stuff and make it, because I like that anyway in my comedy. If it's a story, you know what I'm saying? Something I can visualize and take everybody else and make them see what I see.
It's all the gift. But for some real reasons, I feel like you, I always talk about this here, even with the pod and this project and everything. It's like, if you follow, like you say, the steps is there.
Yeah.
But you don't, sometimes it takes you a while to see
Well, it took me.
Yeah, it took you a while.
Right, Of course, I wish what is happening for me now happened for me 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But I was hard-headed. I was buck wild. I was in them streets, I was quick to pop off and all that. So you have to learn all that, and what you got to get the toxic people from around you. Mm-hmm. You got to stop doing whatever it is that you ain't supposed to be doing, and then just focus on what your gift is and try to perfect that. and go out and attack this shit like it's a job, because it is. You know, granting them, you say nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. You can't sleep till 3 and 4 in the afternoon and think you're gonna make it in any fucking thing. You got to get the fuck up and get at it. You know, I reach out. Like, you know, none of you be the fairy but a try. I reached out in your DM.
You did.
Here we sit. Because I'm not always first on everybody's mind. And I used to have an issue with that. Like, oh, you just calling me to come play this part because you couldn't get Tisha Campbell or something like that, right? And, okay, at the end of the day, who cares why?
Who cares?
Go do the job.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to call it Nobody Cares. Nobody cares.
That's actually a fucking great name for a podcast. Can I come be a guest on your podcast?
Would you?
What are you going to ask me?
I want to ask you.
Okay.
How in the world did you get so... You were there in Brooklyn.
My family's from the Bronx. Me and my mother, she took me to Brooklyn when I was 8.
How did you get so entrenched in this hip-hop culture that you know, did you feel like you wanted to go into broadcasting? Did you find rappers that were your friends that you wanted to, you know, what made you cleave to hip-hop? Why you not out here salsa dancing some goddamn way?
By the way, I do have a dream to be able to salsa dance. I do. That is on my bucket list, to salsa dance in public, because I can't do it. No, man, I grew up in New York, and so hip-hop I was a kid. But I was a latchkey kid. My mother was trying to escape the shit that she was dealing with from her, so she's working out 2 jobs, 3 jobs. None, just me, only child. One little small apartment in Brooklyn, me and my mom. She's young, she's trying to find her way, start a career. I'm latchkey kid at home by myself with too much shit.
Like In the Heights. Did you see In the Heights?
Yes, pretty much.
Love it.
With too much time on my hands, too much freedom. So I'm outside. I'm outside. And outside is, you know, kids breakdancing and hip-hop music. And
you were there
and
when
I
it
grew
all
up.
started.
Yeah, I was a little kid. Yeah. And, you know, you look outside and that's what was happening outside. I grew up in a neighborhood that was mixed. But, you know, it was black and brown. And so it was hip-hop music. That's what we knew. And it was my shit. You know what I mean? So then I found my way. I was an intern at the radio station and then found my way from there.
Yeah, but how did you get in the radio station?
My mother was in radio because when she was out trying to find her career, she was an assistant and a secretary she started as a secretary at Polygram Records. Then she got a secretary job at WYNY, which is like a news radio station. So she got in there. And then eventually she worked her way up, and then she got me an internship. And I started with an internship and then took it from there and rolled. So I kind of rode off her back of what she had kind of started. And then I was 16 when I first started interning at the radio station. And then I didn't go to college. All of that shit happened there for me while I was there. So it's the same, you know, you find something, you latch onto it. And I didn't know interviewing wasn't even a thing. The same thing. It just kind of fell into it. And then I was always a curious kid. You know what I'm saying? I was always curious about people.
And you have to be a talker.
Yeah. I wasn't necessarily a talker. I don't even think I'm a talker really now, to be honest.
But you have to be able to articulate yourself.
I think I learned how to do that. I think I was a kid, so I spent a lot of time by myself. So it was in my own head a lot.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so. I think I learned how to over the years. Same way you learn how to be in the business, and you know, you get up in the morning and make your calls. I did all that.
Yeah, because I wasn't a talker either, actually.
Right? I believe that.
Not in the beginning.
Yeah, you have to find it. You had to find it because the opportunity came, and then you had a gift.
Yeah, and plus, I would see things or somebody made me mad or hurt my feelings, and I hold it in. I would get physically sick. Like, my stomach would get upset. And then when I started, like, cussing people out.
You were like, ooh, I like that. That's better.
It feels so much better. Well, fuck this. I'm just going to keep doing this. And everybody can kiss my ass. I don't care. And then you have to develop the don't care thing.
And then Luenell is born.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know where she came from. I really don't. I look at this shit myself, and I'll be like, I don't know where this came from. Because I was a theater chick. I was doing plays and stuff. I was, you know, thespian, darling. But I don't know shit. I don't know.
I can't wait to see what's next for you. I know you have ideas and, I don't know, goals and...
Yeah, we'll see whatever God got in front of me, you know. At this point, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let go. I'm really going to let go and let God. Whatever direction it takes me, because where I'm at now, I'm cool. If I never get no further than where I'm at right now, I'm fine. fine.
What are you most proud of about yourself?
That I made it. I'm proud that I'm the runt of the 8, the shortest, the roundest, but I'm proud that I can do what I want to do, pretty much, in this life.
What do you hope people learn from you, from your life?
I hope people learn that I'm not just a comedian, that I really am a person, and that I, sacrifice everything for my audiences, my personal life, my time with my daughter. It's not just about getting the bag. It is about getting the bag to survive. But I've been real sick myself and still went on stage. I don't take this shit lightly. And so I just hope that people realize that, I'm a real girl and and I like boys.
Yeah, we get that. We got that part. That part.
And that I would like some. Okay.
Who's giving you the best advice through this journey?
The best advice I ever got from a person in this business, about this business, was from Queen of Comedy, Laura Hayes. Laura Hayes told me a long time ago, she said, shut the fuck up and listen. It never even occurred to me to listen to nobody about it. I was like, what? I thought I know everything. But then I started doing that, and I don't feel the need to, if somebody's lying to my face, I don't feel the need to correct them and check them and embarrass them and all that. I just go, okay. And then I just walk away knowing that they're lying, motherfucker, and I'm not going to fuck with you no more. I don't feel the need to interject myself in every conversation, even if I know more than the people that are having the conversation. I just go, okay. So I do more of that than I used to.
And what do you think your purpose is here while we're here? Do you know?
On Earth?
Yeah. While we're here, while we're alive, while we're in it.
Well, I guess my purpose is to be a good mom and aunt and sister, and to help people through hard times through laughter, the gift that God has given me, and to leave a legacy to all the underdog people in the world. That just because the foot is on your neck now don't mean that it's going to be that way always. And the Bible say, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. And every dog has his day, but you got to work. You got to work. You got to work. You can get stuff quick, but where you going to be, is anybody going to know your name or where you going to be 5 years from now? But see, when you're young, you don't think about 5 years from now. You don't think about 5 minutes from now. And I get that. But if you keep living, you wake up one day and need to know what the fuck's going on. So
that'll be my last question then. Where are you in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'm going to be the biggest female comic in the country, hopefully. I will have more ability to work with the charities and stuff that I like Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina Fulton's Trayvon Martin Foundation, and mothers who lost, anybody who lost kids through gun violence. I want to be a proponent for that. And I want to have a couple more properties. And I guess I'll be a grandmother at some point.
You're going to be an amazing grandmother.
I know,
oh
right?
My God.
Granny turned.
Can we please do this again when you're a grandmother?
Oh, God. I'll bring the little motherfuckers with me. Yeah, you wanted my grandkids? There they are. Angie over there tearing up your fucking set. No, not my grandchildren. Sit your ass down and be still. And I mean that.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah. I heard.
That's what they say.
I heard the grandkids thing. You're not a grandmother yet.
No, not yet. But my mother is an amazing grandmother. So I look at her and I'm like, wow. It gives me. I'm excited for that because I see.
I don't know what that is. That we be loving the grandkids more than the fucking kids. Second generation, like, get out the way. Where's my grandbaby? You know what I mean? I don't know what that is, but I know that this has been one of the highlights of my career, Angie, to be interviewed by you. I know that I didn't come in here to make it a comedy interview type thing, but I feel like you haven't had one like that before.
You're right. Thank you.
And it's just who I am.
No, I only want you to be who you are.
I didn't come in here to do that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I had a little trepidation, like, ooh, Angie be asking the question. But I just, as you can see, it's just part of who I am. I hope that came across, and in the interview and that everybody enjoyed it. And then I hope that, like, you know, we can be friends. We could go out in New York.
We could totally hang out in New York. I would love to hang out with you. And I don't know if you know, because I felt you and I feel you trying to, you can only be you. And even through the comedy and the jokes and the entertaining interval, I still could see you. It doesn't make me see you less.
Well,
just because we laughing.
Eyes, let them see. See, people who have eyes, they can see me.
Yeah.
But
you don't have to be all serious and non-funny for me to see you. Like, I we can still see you.
Sure.
So I appreciate you being you at all times.
Thank you, Angie, on the mic.